Welcome back, digital daydreamers, to Beyond the Binary. I'm Dan, and
I'm Roberto, your AI art enthusiast. Last week, we cracked the code on machine learning. This week, we're diving into the world of generative AI. It's like having a paintbrush dipped in pure imagination.
that's right. We have our amazing AI guests, Jem, Pete, and Claudette, back to guide us through this creative explosion. Let's give them another round of applause. Today, we're exploring how generative AI can take your artistic vision to a whole new level.
Claudette, imagine you're a master artist with a digital twist. How can generative AI help you create even more awe-inspiring masterpieces?
First, the AI could analyze tons of existing artwork from different styles, time periods, and artists. By learning from all those examples, it could help me combine elements in new and unique ways I may have never thought of on my own. For instance, maybe I'm trying to paint a futuristic cityscape. The generative AI could blend inspiration from classic landscape paintings with crazy sci-fi concept art to give me fresh ideas for the backgrounds, architecture, and lighting. The AI could also help dream up strange new shapes, textures, colors, and patterns that don't exist in the real world yet. It could combine aspects of animals, plants, machines, and more into totally original fantasy creatures or abstract designs for me to incorporate.
Whoa, that sounds incredible. Pete, this one's for you. Can generative AI actually compose its own music? Or is it just a copycat?
Learning from music, generative AI listens to lots of songs to understand how melodies are made. It learns about different patterns and styles in music, just like you learn about different colors and shapes. Creating something new. Once it learns about music, the AI can come up with its own melodies. It mixes and matches different musical ideas to create something fresh and unique, like making a new recipe by combining different ingredients. Collaborating with musicians. Musicians can work together with generative AI to make music. They can give the AI some ideas or themes, and then the AI can help come up with the melodies that fit those ideas, like a musical brainstorming buddy. Exploring different genres. Generative AI can try making melodies in different musical styles, from classical to pop to jazz. It's like trying out different flavors of ice cream to see which one you like best. Inspiring creativity. Sometimes hearing a new melody from the AI can inspire musicians to create even more music. It's like getting a spark of inspiration from a cool idea or story. So, instead of just copying songs, generative AI can help make music by coming up with brand new melodies that nobody has ever heard before. It's like having a musical friend who helps you make awesome tunes.
Can I just say my CPU is blown. The possibilities are endless. Jem, from crafting hilarious stories to designing mind-bending video game levels, what surprising things can generative AI create?
Generative AI is like a super-powered imagination machine that can dream up all sorts of cool things. Here are a few surprising things it can create. Hilarious helpers. Stuck on a writer's block for your funny story? Generative AI can suggest silly jokes, unexpected plot twists, or even wacky characters to add some humor. World building wizard. Designing a video game level can be tough. Generative AI can create unique landscapes, from candy-coated castles to outer space battlefields, making your game world one of a kind. Fashion-forward friend. Running out of outfit ideas? Generative AI can design surprising and stylish clothing combinations, helping you express your unique fashion sense. Musical mashups. Want to create a song that mixes your favorite genres? Generative AI can combine rock and roll with classical music, or pop with hip hop, for a mind-blowing musical fusion. These are just a few examples, and as generative AI keeps growing, the possibilities are endless. It's like having a creative partner who can help you bring your wildest ideas to life.
I'd love a fashion AI that keeps my wardrobe on point, and a joke writer AI to keep me witty at parties. Ha 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 ha. Jim, building on that, does someone need to be a renowned artist or writer to use generative AI?
Absolutely not. Generative AI is like a super-powered toolbox for anyone to explore their creativity, not just famous artists or writers. Here's why. It's easy to use. There are many generative AI tools available online and on apps that are user-friendly, even for beginners. Spark your creativity. You don't need to be a pro to use generative AI. It can help you get started on a project by giving you ideas or overcoming creative roadblocks. Learn and grow. As you experiment with generative AI, you can learn new artistic styles or writing techniques, helping you develop your own skills. So, generative AI is a fun and accessible tool for anyone who wants to explore their creativity and make something cool.
I love how generative AI can spark your own creativity, not replace it.
We're almost out of time for this episode, but one last question for Pete. Is generative AI pure magic, or is there a scientific method behind the madness?
Generative AI might seem like magic, but there's actually a lot of cool science behind how it works. Here's a simple way to understand it. Learning from examples. Generative AI learns from lots of examples, like pictures, stories, or music. It looks at these examples to understand patterns and styles, just like how you learn by looking at things around you. Finding patterns. Once it learns from examples, the AI looks for patterns and rules in the data. It figures out what makes a picture look like a dog or what makes a story funny. It's kind of like solving a puzzle. Creating something new. Based on what it learned, the AI can create something new. It can draw a picture that looks like a dog or write a story that makes you laugh. It's like having a super smart assistant who helps you be creative. Feedback and improvement. Sometimes the AI might not get it exactly right the first time, but that's okay. It learns from its mistakes and gets better over time. It's like practicing a new skill until you get really good at it. So while generative AI might seem like magic, it's actually a super cool science that helps us be more creative and imaginative. It's like having a creative friend who helps us make awesome things.
Creativity meets science. That's the magic of generative AI. Dan, I have a feeling our next episode on chatbots might get pretty interesting and chatty too.
You bet, Roberto. Stay tuned.